Welcome to Prestige Presents. Join us at our Shalford project. This is going to be a very exciting project. We've got gable glass, oriel glass, cladding, we've got brickwork, we've got all sorts going on here. It's going to look absolutely amazing when it's done. It's going to be a showpiece in a local area. So here we have a big trench. So this trench is for our new drainage. So it was designed by the architect like this because it was more likely to get through planning if there was less changes of direction within that foul drain. So rather than have another manhole there and then it will kick over to another manhole over there, we've just decided to have a little 15-degree here, straight through, and then there'll be a kick on the end with them straight back into the manhole. Then we will have the build-overs. So the build-overs will be in each end of the footing, and that will be bridged over as you saw in our project in Merrow. So here we have the footing. This is the start of the rip of the footing. The ground around here is quite clayey, so a bit of water is sitting in this at the moment. So before we pour any concrete, we'll be getting a sump pump. That'll be going in there and we'll be pumping the water off somewhere over there just to get rid of it so we can pour concrete. We can't pour concrete with water in the footing. That just would not be to building regs. So what we need to do first is we need to get the drainage in first, then we'll backfill the drainage and that will have pea shingle on top and be all done to building regs, get that signed off before we backfill it. Then what we'll do is backfill it and then we'll pull the footings this way for the extension. We can't do them both at the same time because obviously the trenches would just keep collapsing in next to each other. So that's what we need to do. There's a process to follow and that's the process we're following here. And we're going to aim to pour concrete probably on Friday. Today is, what is it, Wednesday today, isn't it? Wednesday. So trees, footings can cause problems. So what we're probably going to have to do here because of this yew tree is go down deeper and pour more concrete or use concrete blocks to come further out the ground. That's because trees and footings can obviously cause disturbance to the footings, which you wouldn't want there to be any future problems such as subsidence. So we'll probably have to go down a bit deeper here just to allow for this tree and take that into considerations when we do the concrete pour. He wouldn't because I'd go home.
I'll blame that.
do you want that bit? When you do drainage, you've always got to have it. This has a natural chamfer on it, so when we cut it, we just make sure there's a chamfer in it, just to make sure when you're doing the joins, these got seals in them. It doesn't cut the seal. You don't want to cut these seals, otherwise it loses its rating basically. So then that will sit over that and it won't destroy the seal. Book him, mate. No, he said today. What was it, pre-lubed or something?
Put it up there, look.
Oh, right. So when you're doing your drainage, you can't have 90 degrees. So same as any change of direction, there's always has to be a manhole. So if you do like BT, any 90 degrees, they'll put a manhole in, change direction. Same again with drainage, you can't have 90-degree bends because it's not roddable. So in the future, if they need to unblock it and it's got a 90-degree bend in it and you can't actually get in there and unblock it, it's no good. Right, blue circle. If you ever watch this video, why don't we put a half line marker on the bag so every labourer knows what half a bag is. That's why we had this plastic down, to protect the driveway as much as possible. So this riser's got to be spot on in terms of sitting level, because whatever it is there, it will follow all the way up to the top. So when we put the lid on, if it's not sitting level there, it will be like that, or not flush at the top basically. So it's important to get this first riser correct and spot on. So we've done a bit of prep work. Now obviously a little bit of residue has gone into the foul pipe, so we're just going to wash that out just to wash it away. There's always going to be a little bit that you've got to wash away, unfortunately. I'm also being careful when I pour the water, not to splash it all over the concrete and make it all just wash away even more. So this is a 1 in 60 fall, which is quite a technical term for the fall on the pipe for the foul basically. That's like art, drainage art. So work up, we get a bit of pipe in there. Lubrication. I'll jump in. I can't afford a new bed. Oh look, it's all falling on me. There you go. She's in now. Yeah, I'll just give me a second. I'm all dirty. Just look at my trainers. Look at them. These are my going out trainers. By the way, I'm only here to film, so I don't recommend wearing trainers on a building site. Is that the cut? Is that a cut one? No, that's the cut one there, isn't it? Yeah, but we'll get what we can in.